Comic book collectors are a really interesting bunch of people. We are divided kind of into different subsects. You have the collectors that are out there that are just there for the collection. They are in it for the thrill of the hunt. They are in it to pick up certain books, to find certain rare items, just to store them in nice display cases. And then there's the other subsect of collectors where they are in it for the money. This video is mostly for you guys, but also for those of you out there that are even considering of selling your comics. This is Ask Hardcover. One question that I seemingly always get on the weekly Q&As is, Hardcover, when do you think I should sell etc.? When do you think I should sell this omnibus? When do you think I should get rid of this rare issue of a certain character? And today we're going to be addressing some of those things. First off, if you have a certain book that you believe is going to be worth something someday, maybe you should hold on to it, maybe you should not. As a general rule of thumb, a lot of comics from the 90s, they're not worth much. I hate to burst a lot of your bubbles. I know there's a lot of you out there right now that are going, man, I had that polybagged issue of Death of Superman. It's still in the black bag. It's really rare. It's all da-da-da-da. Those comics, for the most part, not really worth that much. If you are looking to buy comics and if you are looking to sell comics, you gotta start looking further back. And I'm talking about Golden Age and Silver Age. Mainly first appearances. First appearances of characters, especially now with the Marvel movie boom and the superhero movie boom. It's not exclusive to Marvel, relax DC fanboys. Those are the characters that are going to go up in value. Their first appearances, characters like the Vulture, characters like even Spider-Man. Yes, we've had previous films of Spider-Man, and don't get me wrong, the first issue that Spider-Man appears in, Amazing Fantasy 15, is worth an exuberant amount of money. But you can bet that if the success of Spider-Man Homecoming is huge, then the price in the comic will skyrocket, and the price in the first appearance of the character of Vulture will skyrocket as well. A lot of you are probably wondering, well, when is the best time to sell a first appearance of a certain character or an issue #1 or something that's really rare and really in demand? When is that perfect little area where I will get the most bang for my buck? It's kind of an interesting thing because there's really no set area. However, there are certain times, namely times where a character once again first appears in a movie that is the golden opportunity. One such time that we see a recurring pattern in is when a character is first announced. This is actually a really solid time for somebody out there who's looking to kind of offload a few issues, especially if they have the, once again, first appearance of that character, or first time they make a cameo, or first time they team up with another member, things like that. This is the perfect time to sell because interest is at an all-time high from casual fans and from collectors that are missing a few key issues. Another perfect moment is when the character first appears on the TV show. Now, being announced for a TV show or for a movie does not guarantee that a comic's price is going to skyrocket. Sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't always work out like that. However, if the character shows up on a TV show and it's really popular and is really recognized, chances are the price on that book will skyrocket. Michonne is a perfect example of this. Michonne is a character that was introduced in Walking Dead number 18, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, I'm going to correct that down below. But she first appeared in the comics. Her price in value in terms of comics did not go up right away. However, once she first appeared in the comics and once she made her grand introduction in, I believe, Walking Dead Season 3, the price in her comic skyrocketed. Now, since this channel mainly focuses on collected editions like hardcovers, trade paperbacks, and things like that, I know a lot of you out there are probably wondering, dude, that is perfectly fine, that's great, you know, I've got a few single issues, but I really want to know, when do I sell that really rare omnibus so I make sure that I get the most bang for my buck? And the perfect time for that is actually a little bit after it's out of print. I say a little bit after a book is out of print mainly because just because a book is out of print does not necessarily mean that that book will go up in value. We've seen books before go out of print and the prices have pretty much remained stagnant. One such book is the Jason Aaron Wolverine Omnibus. That omnibus, it floats around for about $35–50 in that ballpark, and if you paid more than that, chances are you got burned on it. I'm sorry. But I really think it's kind of an interesting market, because just because a book goes out of print does not mean it's really popular. However, if you take a book like Annihilation, that's a book that sells for $200+ on eBay because it's an extremely popular book, it's really rare, it's hard to come by, it was a limited print run, and people are still really interested in it. These are all things that you have to take into consideration. Is the book popular? Is the book in demand? Things like that. So in a way, you kind of have to play a little bit of the speculator market and keep an eye on eBay. eBay is a really good area to check out to see, hey, is my book worth something? Is it really not worth something? You can kind of gauge the interest level based on prices and things like that on eBay. I'm also going to give you guys a little bit of advice on the purchasing end, and I know this is going to sound a bit contrarian considering I'm telling you guys how to get the most bang for your buck, but guys, if you are out there and if you are hunting for an extremely rare omnibus or an extremely rare hardcover, never really pay too far above cover. Do not do that. I'm telling you right now, because Marvel lately has been on a reprint binge. It's been crazy. We've been getting reprints left and right. Recently, we just got announced we are getting a Punisher Marvel Knights reprint that has been in demand for a long time, and we're getting a Thor Walter Simonson omnibus reprint. So right now, it's really impossible to tell what is getting reprinted. So I'm just letting you guys know right now that if you are interested in purchasing something and you've got your eye on a really super rare omnibus, don't pay too much above cover. I hope this video was really informative for you. I could talk for hours on this subject. In fact, it's actually really fascinating just playing the speculator market and seeing what goes up, what goes down. It's kind of like the stock. You can't really tell where some books are going to go, where things are going to end up, and things like that. It's kind of funny. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments section down below about what I just talked to you about, or any other advice that you can give somebody that is just starting out or that has a passing interest. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter. It's going to be found in the description below. And if you want to support this channel, you like this content, Patreon is found in the description as well. For as little as $1 a month, get some exclusive videos. You know what to do. I love you guys. Have a great week. Bye.